Heyo everybody, Monkeypuzzle again, and back here in the Puzzle Crypt Village with, what's your name, sir?
My name is Jimbob Soss.
Jimbob Soss. So I didn't actually properly introduce Jimbob last time, but he is a great YouTuber, does a whole bunch of ARK stuff. You should definitely go check out his channel.
Much.
Yeah, I actually watched him before he even joined the server. Leave that.
So did I. I watched you as well.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, definitely check him out. And I am ready to start again today. I'm a little rubber bandy right now, but we won't talk about that. So, oh, look at that. Okay, if it gets too bad, I'll stop and figure it out. But we are starting the village here finally. Oh, and actually, before I get too far with that, there were some name suggestions from last time that I got to get. So not the beaver, but the Doty over here. So let me see. Ooh, yeah, there's some of that rubber banding that I'm not talking about. So the Doty, Roadboy03 suggested naming him Rolling Stone. He's actually said Rolling Stones, but there's only one of him, so he'll be singular. So the Doty is now Rolling Stone. Thank you, Roadboy03. That's very cool. So over here, the Enki, when I get over to him, let me see. Father Jimbo suggested Tommy Knockers, which I think is a mythical creature. They're kind of like elves that would cave in mines or something like that. I need to look it up again, but it's in Wikipedia. There's some kind of rascally little elfish creatures. Hopefully they're elfish. If they're dwarfish, the dwarves would be mad or the elves would be mad. Anyway, this is Tommy Knockers. Now it has a name. So thank you very much to Father Jimbo. Alright, so with that business done, it's going to rain, and it's time to start making use of this greenhouse here that is actually meant to be a juicery. So we got to get ready for business, and to do that I've got some things made that are on me already. We got to make some places for our nice customers to sit. So we need a little bench there. Do that, maybe. Oh, and you can see the grape is busting out, man. It hasn't, somehow it has managed not to break any glass. I don't know how, but it's extending through the greenhouse, and you can see all these nice crops. Woo! All right, we're not talking about that. All these nice crops are pretty much grown. I think the only thing that hasn't fruited yet is the grape. Let's see if we can look in here. Yeah, no actual grapes yet, but other things are starting to make stuff. Like we've got some cashews in the cashew tree and so on. I think we've got some tomatoes in the tomato plot. So that's pretty cool. But you know what, folks? Before I go on, I'm going to give my internet a little restart, and I will be back and see if that cures me bouncing around like that. See you in a sec. Alright, I'm back. That didn't really help too much, actually. I think it has to do with the storm going on. I'm out in California, and we got some serious storms, and I've got a line of sight antenna. But in the interest of getting this out, we're going to ignore it. So over here, I'm going to get back to decorating in a second, but over here you can see that Jimbob has made some progress on the tavern. Definitely looking very structural now. Looking forward to this. Sounds like it's going to be a pretty fun place to hang out.
It still needs a lot of work.
Yeah, the best things do. So yeah, all the fun and games and interesting beverages are going to happen over here. That's pretty cool. And the turtle has already come. Whoa, there it goes. The turtle has already come. He's wondering if you're open yet.
Not open yet. Come back later.
Come back. And we're going to connect up with Docs this way too, but he's still getting around to that. So let me see. Where were we? Oh yeah, I'm starving. Okay, I was showing you the nice crops. And let's go ahead and put this in here. I swear I just ate. There we go. I don't know, guys. This might be too bad, but I'm going to plug on for a minute here. Another bench and some tables and chairs. Now, there's supposed to be a lumber table, but it seems to be missing. So all we got here is this modular table, which is not nearly as good looking. I was thinking, though, we could use these to make sort of a counter area in front here, if the game will let me stay put. So what if we put one there and one there? Is that too far over? Actually, I could have squeezed them together a little bit closer. Kind of create that differentiation between customer and business person. So we'll take those down and we'll do it again. And then after this, we're going to be able to make some cool stuff pretty soon. We got to make the juicer. As a juicery, got to have a juicer. Otherwise, you're out of business. So let's go ahead. Do that. Yeah, that creates that little counter thing. A little bit more. So, let's see. And then we need like a little real table and chairs area somewhere. We gotta figure out where that would go. We're bouncing around again. It's okay. Let's just put that there for now. I can always move this around. Someplace for folks to sit and sip their fancy beverages. We'll just block traffic like this. They can just go around on the dock. I have faith that other chair is going to appear in a second. It did. Oh, that one. Alright, there they go. The magically appearing chairs. Right on. Okay, I'll drop a couple more down since I have them. I don't know about these.
You haven't got no umbrellas.
Oh, I don't. That would be nice. I don't know about these pontoon foundations, man. We were questioning their integrity. But I haven't fallen through. Well, actually, I have fallen through when I lagged once. But anyway. So that's a little decoration. Oh, and Jimbob actually made us some stuff because he has the engrams. Are they over here?
Oh, for the yeah, they're in the they're in one of these. You've spun the raft around, so I've kind of. So they must be on that end.
I got them. Yeah, I got them.
Okay. Yeah,
some fancy lamps. And that's, one thing about having a barge for a workplace here is whenever you spin it around, you got to remember where everything is. But these are some cool lamps that come with Primitive Plus. So let's just throw one down here. And I think they run with oil, yeah? Is that true?
Yep.
Oil or spark powder. So over here...
Oil. I don't think you can put spark powder in there. I think you can, actually.
It says so, but,
yeah,
Primitive Plus has been known to lie. Well, pathologically. So, Tommy Knockers has some oil there. Luckily, we still have some oil spawns down below. We might kill them with a bridge later, but we'll see. And then maybe we'll put a lantern lamp here to help light up the business. Maybe one on each side. That'd be pretty cool. They seem to have a rotation to them, but I'm not really worrying about that too much. Give half to that one. Let's go ahead and light it. Huh. I can't see if... Well, I guess I can see a little flame in there. We're going to have to wait till darkness to really see it.
Yeah. It provides an ambient glow. That's about your lot.
Ambient glow. Well, I guess that will help. Ambiance is everything for a business, so... And then I've got these hanging ones. Oh, that's kind of cool. No, it's right in the middle of the doorway. They're kind of neat, but they're really hard to figure out exactly where they should go, and they want to hang off all these ceilings that don't exist. So between that...
have fun with that.
Between that and the lag throwing me all around everywhere. That's kind of not bad. You pretend that's like one of those stiff chains that's all welded together. That'd be a reasonable place to have a light. We'll try that. For the entranceway. You notice I've taken the doors off completely. I was just having so much problem banging my head. Alright, that one will be there to match the other. I don't think it's really what is intended with these things, but we're going to go with that. It's not too bad. All right, so now that we've messed around enough, it's time to get into the real point of this episode, which was juice. So let's go ahead into my engram points. And first, it's great having Jimbob here because he's telling me a lot of things I don't know how to do, like the fruit press. So I just went ahead before and was looking up juice. No, not jice, but juice. And there's all these other things we need to learn too. So grape juice goes in a bucket, apparently, and fresh sugar juice goes in a bucket as well. And then we can make all these things: amberberry juice, azulberry juice, mayhoberry juice, symbol juice.
Yeah. It's the energy drink.
Yes, the green bowl of Primitive Plus, because it's green there, and tinto berry and tomato juice. So looks like the only ones we really needed the crops for were tomato, grape, and sugar juice. And apparently these all give you various buffs and stuff too. So we're going to have a little fun running around trying those out.
Yep.
Seeing what makes us go faster and stronger and so on. But first, let me see what it takes to make this press. And wrong place. I meant to look in here. So to make the press, we're going to need some wood and some stone. That's not a big deal. Get out of here. Alright, so there's some wood. It goes into our inventory. There it is. I'm just cutting out some of those posy bits because it keeps doing that to me. We are soldiering on here. So there's the press. No, that's the preserving campfire. So this must be... Actually, I was looking at the wrong thing. This must be one of the construction table things. So let's see what we got in here. It's maybe a crafting thing.
Yeah. Excuse me.
It's fine. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we're going to make one of those to start with. Once we really get in the business, we might decide that we need more of them. Maybe do different kinds of juice with them. In fact, let's go whole hog here. We're a juicery. We can have 3 presses. And then we're going to need the buckets too. So let's find out where those are. We see the... It's not there. Maybe if we go up. Bucket. No, it's not there. Bucket in my craftables. No. Hopefully that's not one of those things you can't make again. Let me look them up again here. Yeah, the fresh sugar juice bucket and the... Where's the grape juice? Oh, it's not necessarily a bucket. I just learned it. Okay, we can make that in there. Do you have to make those ahead of time, or do they just like appear when you do the press?
Yeah, they just appear. It's just like the sugar.
Okay.
So once you get your fruit press down, you get like a thing in your inventory of your fruit press.
Ah, okay.
You just put your ingredients in.
All right, so oh, these are large. All right, well, we'll put down 2 of them maybe. There's one. It'll be there in a second, hopefully. Yep, there it is. All right. We know what we're doing. We're in the trade of pressing juice. There's one that's going to show up right here. There he is. Ah, the joys. Okay. So let's look in here and see what we see. I probably should just go ahead and put some berries in my inventory first. Not letting me in there yet. Let's access this. Never mind. Alright, I got kicked off the server, but hopefully that will solve my problems. Didn't seem like it did. Can't seem to access the grapes. There it is. Alright, we've got 2 grapes. That's probably not enough. But we've got more than that of tomatoes. Alright, got 7 tomatoes. And, oh yeah, and we need some sugar cane. We got 9 of those. So we're just getting started here. Let's see if we can do anything with any of those. Alright, so there's the thing for the sugar juice. So let's see if we put the sugar in there. If that goes ahead. Ah, no, I need 20 of them. So I'm nowhere near. But what we could do is, I think in these, most of these are made with the regular berries. So let me go do a little run with the
I'm way ahead of you.
Oh, look at you.
If you check it now, they're in. I've put 100 azul berries in, 100 tinterberries, 100 medj, and 100 stimberries.
You are the man. There you go. So Jimbob hooked us up. And oh, but I still can't do it without cane sugar. Well, the tomato juice, I need more tomatoes and salt. So we're not ready yet, folks. We got to let things grow a little bit. I need some more cane sugar. But while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to talk about the next thing that I want to build here. So, you know, people from the server can build as much as they want. We've got plenty of trade buildings left to go. Hopefully some other folks are going to be jumping in here. A few of them had said they are. But these are the whole list of trade buildings that we've come up with so far. So the Jimbob is handling the pub / tavern / inn, whichever it is. I guess you're calling it a tavern. And
yeah, the tavern.
Yeah. And so there's all these other ones. I got the little juicery is on its way. The next one I was looking forward to knocking out was the bakery. Although the blacksmith would be kind of cool too, because I figured we put the grindstones in there and can start making some fancy axes and stuff like that. But I figured I'd start with the bakery, start baking some bread and giving something to do with all that honey that I'm getting with the beehives. So I was thinking the way we're going to do this with the building to make it like a connective, cohesive village is we're just going to keep building these things right next to each other. And we can go up and down the coast that way and that way. When we get too large, we can build a bridge and cross over and build some stuff over there. But once we get docks connecting everything, it will feel like they're all part of one thing. So the bakery would go about here. So I'll start that. I'll map out a little foundation and see what that looks like. And we'll figure out what that looks like. But the next thing I'm going to do while I'm waiting for that to grow is we're going to need a bunch of wheat. And it takes way more than one crop plot to get enough wheat. I don't think at the moment I'm going to make a giant greenhouse for it. I'm just going to, maybe about here, behind the bakery, I'm just going to lay out a matrix of crop plots and plant them with wheat. So I'm going to work on that between now and when I see you next. It's a little precursor for the bakery, and then we'll get to juicing. See you in a minute. Thank you, Jimbob.
Okay.
So Jimbob convinced me that if we made large crop plots, which hold the most amount of water, that with the amount of rain that we get on the center, we shouldn't even need to irrigate them. And indeed, it seems to be working. That was a great idea. So save us all those ugly pipes. And these ones I put down last, I moved them. They're just filling up with this rainstorm. But these other ones got up to about 400 and one rainstorm, and they went down maybe like 15, 20 in between. So we're going to have some dry land wheat. I guess it's not very dry, really. Just
This rain. Yeah, with this rain, you could almost make a paddy field and
right.
do rice.
We should have done rice. I don't think they have like rice cakes or whatever. There is like chicken and rice that you can make, but unfortunately the dodos are not dropping poultry at the moment.
Nope.
Then we'll make another rice field, maybe downhill. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, working out pretty well.
Yeah. So in just a minute, when we get to the morning, we'll continue on with the juicery over here. Oh, and I should show you. I'm going to change it around. It's kind of a little dark now, but hopefully you can see. Oh, this is actually a good time to light our lanterns, which really didn't do a whole lot. But since we need sugar more than a lot of the other crops, I'm going to change some of these out. So I'm going to go for just grapes and sugarcane. We'll keep coffee and tea in here. We'll have coffee and tea at our juicery as well. So that's the coffee. The other one was the tea. I just wanted to show them all to you before I pull them out. So this is what rice looks like in the dark right here. And then cabbage, which turned red when it got mature. And tobacco. You can roll cigarettes in this game, apparently. Getting a little tobacco leaf already. And then this is the tomato. We're going to keep that. And then we've got barley here too. So I'm going to swap those out for the ones we need so that we don't have this bottleneck. And then I'll bring it back and we'll make some juice. Alright, so I'm still waiting for my stuff to grow so I can make some juice. But in the meantime, I think Jimbob is about ready to wrap up his build. Let's listen to what he's got to say.
I certainly am. Right there, guys. So, this is it. This is the final set in stone structure, as it were. I've still got a little bits to do. As you can see, I've still got holes in the roof, but I do have a few things here. So we can just jump. There we go. And I've got... so I'm too short on that one, but I've got stuff cooking up, ready to go. I've still got 1 or 2 bits to do on the rooms, but these are the rooms. This one has no windows. And the collision on the door needs fixing.
I think he only rents to hobbits.
Yep. Only short people are allowed. So these are the rooms that they're going to be. So I've got beds and things to put in here. So it's just a little finishing flurries. But the main structure is this is what it's going to be. So we're going to have like a little entertainment place over here. I thought about dodo tossing. So you get 2 coloured dodos, and then it's self-explanatory, and then you toss them. I was going to make a little ring because dodos, when you throw them, the one tends to wander away. So I was trying to figure out a way to do a point system. So it could be a fun game.
Yeah.
May work.
I'll give it a round. Too bad you can't put like
definitely.
a dartboard and stick their beak into the dartboard or something like that.
Yeah. It'd be fun if they did some other like little games that you could actually interact with other people and do as well. That'd be awesome.
I guess you could color code the floor for points.
Yeah, that could be a thing. Painting as well. So a lick of paint here and there to put some colours in the place. Managed to get my fireplace in as well. Only just. The chimney is right on the very roof. But yeah, so it's going on quite nice. Let's have a little look outside. I've still got me platform to put in. What is it? Yeah, one that like Monkeypuzzle's got.
Your dock.
Yeah, there we go. My little dock. With probably chairs and tables outside as well. But that's what it looks like from the outside, which is kind of awesome. And Monkeypuzzles, oh my! I think you need to get your shears out for this one.
We don't have any of those in this game, unfortunately.
Yeah, it wants trimming back a bit, but it does look nice in here. You got to admit, with the different colours and different leaf shapes, it makes it look really nice.
Oh yeah, breathe that air. So fresh.
Oh yeah,
oxygenated, floral.
I also made a start of the wheat farm. So this is the wheat field. So, and then you're going to be starting a windmill next. Is it windmill or bakery?
Well, all in one. I think the windmill will be part of the bakery, which will be right here below the wheat field. But since things take so long to grow, thought we'd get a little start on that this time.
Definitely, yeah, because Monkeypuzzle was in the middle of an episode where he was going to do a juice, and we was going to try it out. Unfortunately, the juice takes such a long time to produce. We sort of put that on hiatus. It's on the back burner for a while.
And things growing should take a minute, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've achieved quite a lot today, if I do say so myself.
I think we have, and now the town is officially started.
There we go. Well, it's not officially started till you drink your first beer.
Right. But, the first foundations have been placed, and we can say it's a thing now. And it'll just keep growing.
Yep. I think that's it. That's all we're going to do. So all that's left for me to do is to say thank you very much, Monkeypuzzle, for your company and the use of your barge, which this building would not be made possible without.
Oh, anytime, man. And hopefully we'll keep going with it.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Plenty more to do. So all that's left for me to do is to wave and say, see you in the next one.
Yep. And generally what I say is thank you for watching until the very end. Bye-bye.
Bye.